Going on, everybody? We're here. Don't worry, we are here. Um, we are here. We got a little later start than anticipated, but we are here. This is Celtics pregame live. The Boston Celtics getting set to take on the Orlando Magic at 7 p.m. We'll take you right up until the tip. A lot of you guys are here for the giveaways that we're having tonight. Pregame for my giveaway over on my Instagram, I had over 50 entries, so we will get to that. We also have the Celtics Talk Weekly jersey giveaway from the NBA Finals. We'll announce the winner post-game live. Took us a little longer than anticipated for the NBA Finals one, but we've had a lot going on. We didn't forget. But first and foremost, Rob, how are you? We're going to just kind of jump into the game and talk about this game before we get to the giveaway, so stay patient.
I'm great. I am super excited for the show today, pre and post. Like you said, we got both the giveaways, so stay tuned for that. And I'm super excited. You know, like I said, Celtics basketball. Who can't be excited when we got Celtics basketball tonight?
And it's kind of a big game. Celtics coming into this game undefeated. Now, if you guys aren't aware, there's no tournament kind of template in the bracket in the summer league playoffs. So it's summer league tournament this year. The top two teams will play for the championship, and if you're not in the one of those two teams, you'll just get another consolation game. So, it is really important for the Celtics to win tonight, keep that undefeated record going. The Orlando Magic are coming off of a did they win last night? No, I believe they lost to the Cleveland Cavaliers last night, 94-84. So they're coming off of a loss, second night of a back-to-back. Celtics coming off of a huge win, 107-82 over the Denver Nuggets on Tuesday. Rob, what needs to carry over? We've asked this multiple times, but the Celtics get a huge blowout win against the Nuggets. What needs to carry over from that game into this game in order for the Celtics to get it done?
Oh, well, Peyton Pritchard's and Aaron Nesmith got to continue to be in those high-level players for the summer league that, you know, we need them to be. Like we've said it all summer league now. If we want what we want out of this summer league isn't necessarily, you know, a summer league championship, although that would be great. We're really more looking for Peyton Pritchard, Romeo Langford, and Aaron Nesmith to develop into the guys we need them to be for this upcoming season so that they can, you know, give us real rotational minutes and find ways to help us. So far, they've done a great job at that. Pritchard has been absolutely amazing. Nesmith coming off that 33-point performance. Langford's been pretty consistent throughout. So, you know, I'd just say one thing I need to carry over is Peyton Pritchard just, you know, continue to control the pace of the offense.
Let's talk about those guys for a minute. Let's start off with Aaron Nesmith because he had a rough game one. Shot 1 of 8 from 3, brought it defensively, but then game 2 came around and he was just totally unstoppable. 7 of 9 from 3, 13 of 18 from the floor. He was just doing everything right. He was in rhythm. What have you seen so far? Though we're only 2 games in out of the 4. What have you seen from Nesmith that you like?
Well, I've seen 2 completely different Aaron Nesmith. One Aaron Nesmith couldn't get a shot to fall, but continued to shoot. And this other Aaron Nesmith kind of was not hesitant to shoot, but his shot selection, I feel like was, you know, he was kind of mindful of, you know, where he wanted to shoot. One game, I believe he shot 1 for 9 from beyond the arc. One game he shot 7 for 9 from beyond the arc. So, you know, Aaron Nesmith is kind of the player that we need to see the most growth out of, because I feel like he's the player with the biggest ceiling on the Celtics Summer League squad. So far he hasn't disappointed yet. 47% from the 3 is unreal. 56 from the floor. And like we said, you know, we expected this. These are 3 guys, Langford, Pritchard, and Nesmith, who, you know, should be doing this in the summer league, because quite frankly, they shouldn't even be in the summer league. They're kind of too, you know, they should be too good for this event. But, you know, Aaron Nesmith, I think, has been nothing short of amazing.
And how about the other guy, Peyton Pritchard, who has been just kind of dominating this entire summer league, right? This is another guy who played last year, had a great rookie season for not having a rookie season, if that makes any sense. There was no summer league. There was barely a training camp, barely a preseason, and then got thrown into a 72-game season. What have you liked from Peyton Pritchard?
Well, my thing with Peyton Pritchard entering the summer league was I wanted to see Pritchard, you know, show us something we haven't seen from him, right? Because we've seen that he can score, right? He's shown us he can drop 20 if we need to in a regular NBA season game. But
Hmm.
like I said, something I was looking for Pritchard was I want to see him check into the game. I want to see him play make. I want to see him make a difference on the court that's not necessarily scoring. And he's done just that. The Celtics right now, even with the signing of Dennis Schroeder, are kind of in search of a point guard who can play make.
Yep.
I think Schroeder will fill that role, but we don't really have that role off the bench. So, I think Peyton Pritchard has shown signs of he can check into this game, and he's showing us like he's averaging 8.5 assists a game. So, I want to see Peyton Pritchard continue to be that playmaker, control the pace of the game, and finding ways to get teammates open.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was gonna say about Peyton Pritchard. Something that's really impressed me, which kind of isn't really a surprise because we've seen the type of passing and playmaking he can do from his rookie year. Him and, if you guys remember, him and Robert Williams were just like a fantastic, awesome, fun duo to watch off the bench. But his playmaking has just been stellar. I mean, I noticed this when obviously watching the game, Denver game, obviously watching it, but when I was, editing for the highlight reel for our YouTube channel, just I was like, oh my gosh, like most of Neesmith's shots were from Peyton Pritchard. If you
Yeah.
have watched that highlight reel, you would notice I just think his playmaking is just stellar. And that's something the Celtics really, really need next season, where last season, ball movement was a huge problem for the Celtics. So to have somebody like Peyton Pritchard, who not only can knock down the shot and hustle, but can also play make, that's something the Celtics need a lot. And that's a huge reason. We won't really get into this right now, but that's a huge reason as to why we picked up Dennis Schroeder, because Schroeder's a great playmaker.
Yeah. Yeah, like we said, we're in a real need for a point guard. Well, not necessarily anymore. We found that role. But, off the bench, Peyton Pritchard's got to find ways to contribute into the offense that's not just scoring. Too many times last year, we saw Peyton Pritchard's shot not fall, and he kind of hit himself in the offense. He, whether it was sitting in the corner or just falling back, it's not acceptable. You got to find ways to make a difference. And I think one of those ways Peyton Pritchard can make a difference in the game is his passing and playmaking ability.
Let's talk about the three keys to the game. This is something you and I usually kind of script, we kind of plan out. We didn't do that today. But I'm going to tell you right now, one of my keys to the game is let's get some unlikely sources going. Let's get Yam going. Let's get Sam Hauser, who's is on the Celtics roster. He's a two-way player. Let's get also Jawan, the Celtics draft pick. Let's get those guys going tonight. Obviously, let's get Peyton Pritchard and Neesmith and Langford going. But we've seen what these guys can do. Let's see what Sam Hauser can do and Yam Madar can do tonight. And I'm really interested to see how they're going to play.
Well, my key of the game is, the Celtics got a big matchup on the other end of this game. They got the 5th overall pick, I believe, suiting up against them, which is the highest pick they've played this summer league series. They really haven't played. I mean, Bol was one of them, but they've yet to play a real key matchup. And, my key to the game is contain Jalen Suggs. I want to see Aaron Neesmith or Romeo Langford go out there and, for a guy that's had a relatively great summer league, I think he's averaging right around 22 points per game. Go out there and shut him down. Don't let him breathe. Get him really uncomfortable and kind of show you that you can stop players at high levels.
And not only Jalen Suggs, they also have, if you remember, Cole Anthony, who was a rookie last year, and he's playing his first summer league as well. So he kind of has a little bit something to prove here. He obviously a great rookie year, but his first summer league as well. So there's definitely, I think this is definitely the toughest matchup the Celtics have had so far. I know we've only played 2 games, but out of the 3 games, I mean, this is some heavy competition. We saw Sharif Cooper in game 1, Bol game 2. Now we get both Cole Anthony and Jalen Suggs in game 3. So this is going to be super important. Another key to the game for me is let's see how consistent Peyton Pritchard and Aaron Neesmith can be, especially Aaron Neesmith, because Neesmith had a tough game 1, and then he came out and balled out in game 2. Let's see if that can carry over tonight. And like I said, once these types of guys, bench players, role players, bench warmers, G League players, college players, once these guys see one shot go to the hoop opens up to as big as the whole gym. So I'm really interested to see if they can stay consistent.
Yeah, I completely agree. Consistency is really, really big in the NBA because you got a long 82-game season, which is 10 more games that Neesmith and Peyton Pritchard have played last season. So I'm really looking for Peyton Pritchard and Aaron Neesmith to come out there and come out firing. Like we said, they got a big matchup on the other side of things. Cole Anthony I believe he was 13 points per game his rookie year. So, he's no joke. He's the real deal. He can go out there and score at a very high level, especially in the summer league. Players like Anthony, players like Pritchard can
Hmm.
really give you 30 when they want to. So, it's really important. Defense is really, really important tonight. Less so than it has been in the prior games because, it's kind of been off at like last game against the Nuggets. It was an offensive, you know, display of
Barrage, yeah,
everything. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
So I think I'm looking to see the Celtics kind of sit back, strap up, play a scrappy game of basketball. Like I said, the Patriots are playing, the Celtics are playing. What's not to love about tonight?
And I think a big thing of this summer league has been the defenses. Obviously, we just absolutely lit up the gym last game. We held the Denver Nuggets to 82 points, and then we held the who was it? The Atlanta Hawks game one to 83 points. So I think that's super important. It's going to have to carry over here, and like we've said this before, where the Celtics roster this year, the way it's constructed, is it's a very defensive minded team from the coaching staff to the players, right? So the big focus is going to be defense. So I'm looking at this matchup, and this is going to be the toughest defensive challenge the Celtics have had all summer league. There's no doubt about it. Let's see how these players step up tonight and really defend the basketball. Don't get me wrong. I'd love to see us score 107 points in a summer league game again. But at the same time, this is a huge defensive matchup for the Celtics.
Yeah, and I know we're not on the keys of the game, but something I'm looking for tonight is for Aaron Nesmith, right? I want to see if he doesn't get going early, right? I want to see him continue to attack, right? Stay in attack mode. We've seen too often that Aaron Nesmith has kind of missed his, even in the regular season, he missed his first one or two shots, and he kind of got hesitant, or he's lacked confidence throughout the rest of the game. Aaron Nesmith now has shown, at least on a summer league stage, that he can get a bucket whenever he wants, however he wants. So Aaron Nesmith, go get a bucket, right? First couple of possessions, get the ball, right? Attack the hoop, draw a foul, get to the line, get your rhythm in different ways that isn't just shooting a three-pointer,
Mhm.
which was how we drafted him. So, same thing goes to Romeo Langford, right? Langford, we've seen him. He's kind of been a little, okay with settling. And don't get me wrong, I got no complaints on how Romeo Langford has played this summer league. But, we drafted him with the intentions of him being a scorer. So I want to see these guys go out and score at all three levels, whether it's attacking the hoop from the mid-range game or, knocking down their threes.
Someone I feel like we haven't talked about, obviously because the main focus here has been Aaron Nesmith and Peyton Pritchard, the development on them. Carson Edwards has really impressed me this summer league. I know he should. I mean, this is going to be his, third year. I understand that he should be impressing us, but I really like his tenacity and his physicality. And for what is he? Is he 5'9"? Is he 5'9"?
5'10", 5'9", yeah.
So for his size and his defense and his quickness is just unbelievable. And I'm really starting to see him shoot in rhythm, right? We kind of saw such an inconsistent shooting performance from during his career where some nights, like Aaron Nesmith, he can hit his first shot and he won't miss. And then there's also nights where he misses and it's not his night. But I think this summer league definitely has he's shown consistency and something I really hope he can bring next season.
Well, there's definitely a reason why Edwards is the only one remaining out of those Waters, Taco, and Carson trio in that 2000 and Grant in the 2019 kind of draft class, right?
You really didn't want to mention
I
him.
didn't want to say it, but I had to. But there's a reason why he's remaining still. Is because clearly the Celtics see something in him. And on the topic of Carson Edwards, is something that's really important for him is buckets get harder when you're in the regular season, right? The players are much better than the summer league. So I've said it with Pritchard, I've said it with Nesmith, I've said it with Langford. If Edwards wants to keep a spot and find a way to get rotational minutes, he has to find a way to contribute that's not just scoring, right? Because too many times we've seen these guys, these 4 or 5 guys, right, between these young 2-3 year guys, check into the game. They can't get any offense going, so they kind of just don't make a difference, right?
Yeah.
They don't find a way to change and make an impact on the game, and that's just unacceptable. And I like what I've seen from Edwards. I mean, he's gone back-to-back games where he's done more than just score. He's gone like 8 rebounds, 8 assists. So, he's done a great job at that. And I want to see that, continue. And not only just the summer league, if he finds himself getting rotational minutes, which I don't think he's gonna, but if he does, I want to see him make a difference.
I'm really excited for this game. This is going to be a scrappy game. I mean, again, the matchup on the other side is as competitive as it gets in the summer league. A lot of people don't pay attention to the summer league, and this is kind of a comment that relates to this as well as the Celtics roster. This summer league means so much for the Celtics because they have 7 players that are legitimately on the final roster playing. Like, we're seeing nearly half the team play on the summer league. So it's very important to see what these guys are made of, see what these guys can do. And I want to make a comment on the Celtics' recent roster moves, right? People who are really making negative comments, I don't think they understand where the Celtics are coming from and what their situation is, Rob. I don't think they understand why we got Dennis Schroeder, why we gave up Kemba Walker and all that. I don't think they could. You kind of break it down and really talk about, because we are getting close to tip and we're getting closer to the giveaway. This is kind of probably the final legitimate talks about Celtics basketball we'll get before we close out. What's Brad's plan to those people who might not know?
Well, if you don't know, I'm going to break it down for you. It's pretty simple. What Brad Stevens has done is he saw that last season we kind of were an awful defensive basketball team. And that was the first time that's happened in probably, I'd say, 6 years. Every year prior to that last season, we've always been a top 5 defensive team in the league. It's just the nature of the Boston Celtics is we're good at defense. Last year, we had a lot of offensive guys. Kemba Walker can score. Evan Fournier can get his buckets. Smart contributed offensively, but kind of had a down year defensively. And he came into this year and not only fixed the offense, right, but he made us significantly better on defense. Picking up guys like Chris Dunn, like Dennis Schroeder, like Al Horford, there's a trend here. They all play defense. They're all scrappy, and they're all looking to make an impact on the defensive side of the ball, right? Not only that, but he financially has put us in a situation where we can do virtually anything next offseason. We have the most flexibility in the league almost next year, and we still have Horford, Brown, and Tatum locked up. So Brad Stevens, right, the 3 things that he needed to do this offseason was financially fix us, completed, right? Find scoring to come off the bench, completed, and get a better defensive unit, completed. Brad Stevens, in my opinion, had A- to A+ offseason.
So if you didn't know, now you do. The Boston Celtics might not win a championship next year. They might, but they might not. But I think Brad Stevens has got a great head on his shoulders, and I think he's done very, very well in his first opening months as general manager. Let's get to the giveaway, Rob, before we close up, because we are getting to the tip. This is my giveaway. Justin Lowe, this is mine. We will be doing the Celtics Talk Weekly NBA Finals giveaway post-game, so tune into that and come see if you won. But reminder, if you do not win this giveaway, don't fret. This is, I think, our second and third jersey giveaways, and we've only been doing this for 3 months, so we're definitely planning on giveaways. I think we're actually planning a 2K22 giveaway when that comes out, so definitely stay tuned for that. But I think I got my list here. I didn't think this out too technically, where we could pull it up on a screen and do it. But I got my list over 50. I think this is exactly 54 to be exact entries. So I got them all on the list. I'm just going to pop on Siri. She's going to help us out. And I'm going to ask her, pick a number between 1 and 54. If your name is 1 through 54 and it guesses right, you will win the jersey giveaway. We will direct message you, and we'll get your information, everything we need from you, and we will do our best to get the jersey as early as we can. So let's get this going. I'm going to ask Siri the big question here. Siri, pick a number between 1 and 54. Let's see. 38. You'll see it. 30.
Should we ask them? Do you want to keep 38, or should we redo it?
Yeah. Let's pull up the chat. Can you pull it up on the screen or no?
Yeah.
Keep 38.
Yeah. What do you guys want us to do? Do you want us to keep 38? Do you want us to switch it up and see what people say?
Because if no one says anything, we're going to keep 38.
We're going to keep it. I say we're going to keep it. I say we keep it. No one's saying anything.
We're going to. All right.
We're keeping it.
We're keeping 38.
Keep. Yeah. Evan says keep 38.
Are we sure, Evan? Evan, are we sure?
Yeah.
All right.
People are saying keep. People are saying keep.
Okay. We're going to keep 38. It actually goes to, I want to make sure that this is right. Mix_HQ36. So whoever just won that, we will be DMing you. Keep underscore or mix_HQ36, if that's right. I'll DM you. You did win the jersey giveaway. If you don't respond in 24 hours, I will be picking a new winner. Whether that means, on the next postgame show, whenever that may be. But you have won the giveaway. Congratulations. We are moments away from Celtics versus Magic. 7 o'clock tip-off on NBC Sports Boston. Win or loss, no matter what, we got you guys covered here post-game live. Moments after the tip, we are doing our second giveaway, so come on. See if you won that. If you did not win this one and you entered in the other one, come on back and see if you won that. You guys might have a good chance. I'm Justin. That's Rob. Let's go Celtics. Let's go get our third straight win.